Stand. Stand, face flag.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. You seen the agenda? Any motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
I'll second it.
Okay. Motion has been made and seconded to approve the agenda as written. Is there any discussion?
Sam's not here, we probably won't have a legal update from Sam.
Not directly, but he's available by phone.
Okay. That's all.
Yeah, there's 6:45. He would like to have an executive session. Sam? I don't know where that will fit in.
Do we need to change it? Or we're all right?
Well, I mean, it's gonna fit wherever it fits. I mean, I don't know where it will.
It is on the agenda, it's just,
Okay, so it doesn't matter.
Any other discussion? If not, I need a vote.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of October 10th and October 24th,
No,
2020.
wait, we're
Nope.
still dealing with the agenda.
Okay, gotcha.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, we have one absent. She is available by phone too, if we need her. Yeah, all right. Okay. Yeah, how about the minutes? October 10th and 24th?
Motion to approve the minutes.
I'll second that.
Okay, motion has been made and seconded to approve the minutes of October 10th and the 24th of 22, the meetings, and any discussion? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Move on to public input.
I have public input. Curious on the sewer backup. Have any of the reductions in the water treatment facility, has the street, the infrastructure repair gone away? Are the people on the west side town no longer going to get, I'm under the impression that the sewer, this has been an ongoing thing, and there was a lady last time that complained on it, and nobody really seemed to be too concerned. Any comments? Are they going to be hung out to dry? Okay. I also have heard that I do want to ask the council, did it come before you for a vote to reject the unemployment application from Mr. Nyreen? Did it come to a council vote? No? my understanding,
No,
it's my understanding that it was rejected by the city or whatever. Who did the rejecting?
It's up to the unemployment office, South Dakota.
Okay, it's my understanding that the finance officer put her 2 cents worth in.
State of South Dakota gives the ultimate say on that one. Part of that.
Yeah, but the employer either accepts or declines the unemployment. That's what I'm getting at. Was that the situation?
We had a meeting today, and we'll see where it goes. Next.
Okay, and then there was a comment about pedophiles in Alcester. I'm a little uncomfortable with the direction that that was going. So I went out, and there's only, in the state of South Dakota, there's a listing of offenders, sexual offenders. And Alcester only has one, and that person was named. And so I'm wondering why we're getting the plural on pedophiles.
Only one.
Only one?
Only one in 900 people. Okay, next.
Oh, your
Next.
concern blows me away. On voting site, the council has a statute. This facility, this area, should probably not be used as a voting facility because of, as it states out, that communication devices, photography devices, and Alexas that record shouldn't really be in the same room as voting booths. Now, it worked out well in the auditorium because the voting took place in the gym. It was not in an office where the cutesy little telephone rings that I heard earlier go off and distract voters. So you may want to reconsider using this area as a voting facility. You may have to put it someplace else if you're going to maintain an office here. And this is according to statute 1218-3. Electioneering, offices distracting communication devices, and signature gathering prohibited near a polling place. So that's why I included that with your documents so that you're aware of it and you can be thinking about it because a complaint could be made. And I think that's everything.
Any other public input?
I hope to hear this during the HRC report, but there's a new sign out coming into town, cute little sign about the bar. It only highlights the dilapidation of the Alcester sign, which I believe is under the auspices of HRC. Can you, maybe at some point, maybe tonight, tell us what they're up to?
Well, that's not really the HRC's deal.
Oh, it's not?
That's a chamber deal.
Yeah.
Okay. Chamber. All right.
The two signs at
Yeah, yeah,
the south end of town
The
and.
chamber is working on them.
Golf, swim,
Yeah,
whatever.
Right.
The
Yeah.
chamber is working at getting new signs.
We're waiting on our photos to be approved for the sign. DOT's already been paid for the signs. We're just waiting for picture approval.
It's in the works.
Okay. All right. I thought it was HRC.
Nope,
Okay,
it's changed.
it's in the works.
Thank you.
Any other public input? If not, we'll go on to the chamber. Christmas tree lighting. It's amazing.
Okay, this is Augustine. Obviously, she owns one, or opened up one more. And I was here last week, or last meeting, to get a special alcohol permit for our Christmas tree lighting. Basically, that entails anyone that wants to, they'll have to go to the bar to get a drink. They will get carded. They will receive a wristband right off the bat. I did speak with the chief of police, along with Grayson and Austin. They'll be out along with Tina and I and a few firefighters on helping maintain security and you could only have a drink within the marked off areas, which there is a map behind the back of the permit. We're thinking of closing that first middle spot across from the senior center and the bar. And then Augustine would like to close her front 2 spots. And then she's gonna serve out of the garage area. The spot that's closed in the middle street between, across from the bar and that's to help people turn around versus driving through. Down 2nd Street in Iowa, which is already blocked off. We had a few people drive through last year. So we were trying to make it a little bit easier for people to turn around versus turning around in the big section that's gonna be closed off. We will have a fire truck caddy corner, kind of like in the middle of the street towards the bank to help block that off as well. And then people can still come down Iowa by our lanes and go right. But we're basically here for getting approval on that special alcohol permit.
Any questions, concerns? If not, we need a motion.
Last year, I know, I had somebody come to my house with concerns about it. But as I was downtown last year, there was people with alcohol.
Oh, I'm sure. They sneak it in their
Yeah.
little,
So,
their hot drinks and this and that.
Right, so I guess to me, this would be a little bit more watched.
It'd be watched, everyone would be wristband that who was drinking.
Yeah.
If you wanna have a drink, you do have to go to the bar to support the city bar, and support Augustine. Like I said, we will have Grayson, Austin, along with most of the firemen are usually down there as well to help keep everyone in control.
And the hours are 5 to 8.
Yes,
So after 8 o'clock.
they're done. They have to go to the bar.
Right.
I will make a motion to approve the special alcohol permit, 2nd Street, Iowa Street, from the hours between 5 and 8.
Thank you, Darla.
I'll second that.
Thank you, Lucas.
Motion and second has been made. According to item 6B as written, any discussion? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hope to see you all there.
Storm sewers. Roto-Rooter was here. Want to look at that?
It was kind of like reading Greek. But
Well-
really up above, it's not bad, right?
They only went from the
Up above pole.
up above hole to the creek, yes.
I mean, they list right on there, light, severity, none.
Yeah.
Right. But-
Except the one they couldn't get through, but to me,
Correct.
that's further down, correct?
Yeah, that's not very far from the creek.
It's the 191 and the 249, yeah, 249.
Yeah. All the way down by the creek,
And that's where the trucks go.
in which case that's gonna roll over that. I mean, it's on the bottom side, but the pictures don't show the openings, and that's kind of disappointing, but the corrugated tubing is good, it looks like. there are holes in the top. Now, what we do, I don't know.
I didn't know what the next step was either, that's why I put this on there.
Yeah, I don't know.
So this map here is kind of showing a straight shot,
Yep.
but it's not a straight shot.
No, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
So in the 5.5 is where they changed the directions by that mailbox, I'm assuming.
yep, I assume that too. We probably need to talk to them and, I don't know, get more
Them?
information.
Meaning road
The
crew.
road, yep. I mean, here, this is what Lucas was talking about. That is not accurate. It's straight. It's not straight. Okay, now. Next,
So that's what you would like is
we need,
someone to
we
talk to
need
road
the
crew.
better, yep,
So who would you like that to be?
I'll do it. Lonnie can do it, Dale, somebody. in the
So
city.
what exactly is the elevator asking us? To fix all this? Or
Well,
what,
I
those
think
holes?
the concern was initially we were feeling that there was possibly breaks in the
Collapsing.
line.
Yeah,
And that was what was causing the geyser.
but it
I
really
don't-
doesn't look like
I
it.
don't believe that is the case.
No.
So I'm not sure what would need to be done. I mean, the health of the line looks pretty good.
We need to cover the holes, that's all. I mean, if we get 5 inches of rain, yep, it's gonna geyser out.
So the 2 holes down below are on city land, or no,
County.
or they're county, right?
They are.
Which I think they're collapsed from the semi-traffic, is my opinion.
Prior
In
to,
construction,
Yeah.
probably.
prior
There
to.
was a lot of,
Because they are kind of shallow.
Yeah.
That line is.
But if they were collapsed, would they not, they would have shown up in this, driving the camera through.
Yeah, they're not bad, according to,
I guess just from when Dan and I and Dale, we met
Yep.
down there, if you looked from the
We
top
were
side
looking-
down,
Yep,
there was a pretty good sized hole from the top anyway.
Lucas, do you want to be in on that conversation when we speak with road crew?
Yeah, I can be.
Okay.
okay, so we're not gonna make a motion, we're gonna investigate further. All right, legal update.
Don't have anything.
307 Iowa, nothing, no? Okay. How about Chief Sculler?
How's it going?
It's going.
Just for monthly update, it's a little bit more than a monthly update, since I missed a couple of meetings. I included, I believe it's from September 6th through today. Grayson and I went through, grabbed up all the stats. There's some pretty significant events, which are labeled out in there. I'd like to say Halloween went, I think, fantastic. We really had I don't think we had any complaints whatsoever. No bad driving either. So, seemed like it was a good, fun, and safe night. Couple things to note, I guess, that the more significant ones. We had some possession of a stolen firearm and by a convicted felon. Had, looks like, we had 4 lootings, 3 were felony lootings. There was 1 burglary, I don't know if you've seen it on the news. Props to Grayson on that one.
Out of town?
It was a spot that we have discussed before where some people try to complain about sitting in driveways.
Out of town
Um,
and accidentally, oh, maybe not accidentally, you caught,
Well, we know this acreage to be abandoned, so we're sitting in the right of way of a driveway, and within 3 minutes, a burglar who just had broken into 3 places on the property drove out. So,
And I did speak with the landowner's son the following day, I believe, maybe the day after. And he said, we're more than welcome to sit in the driveway, and if we have the time, he'd love us to go drive through the property, make sure nobody's in there, and seemed pretty happy with us hanging out by his house and whatnot, so.
that's kind of patrolling, really. I mean, yeah, okay.
in the back, I think, I gave you the general report, and in the back I did, I don't know if everybody is able to follow Keller or Facebook. I don't think a few people do, so I wanted to include some of the more significant releases on that, so you guys can read up on that. So.
Well, aside from the update, we have a radio purchase for the Motorola radios. What do you have on that?
So this is what they call P22 capable radio. We purchased one last year for the pickup. We put this one off a little bit to save some savings, and I tried to find a grant that would follow suit. Nothing came in suit, and the state is switching this month to digital radio, pretty much. So the one in the car is going to be obsolete this month. It is budgeted for 2023, I believe, and preemptively get a quote and get a cheaper price. I think it's about $1,000 more than the one we purchased for the truck, so no inflation is hitting them. Preemptively order it and don't get charged for it until it gets delivered, which is probably expected 3 to 6 months.
And that's $8,300, just under.
Just under, yep. Yep.
Well, we need a motion to buy it.
I will motion to approve the radio purchase Motorola Solutions, the amount of $8,284.25 from General Fund 2023 Police Budget.
I'll second that.
Okay. Motion has been made and seconded to approve radio purchase for Motorola Solutions, $8,284.25 from the general fund in the 2023 police budget. It's a digital radio.
So how often do you have to buy these?
This one, I think,
I think it's current technology.
yeah, this is our last one. We have 3 pretty much brand new radios. They'll probably be 10 to 15 years. So these have a lot of capability of it standing, which includes GPS. I'm not sure if it's cellular as well. They might be able to
Not
do
sure.
that. but these ones are gonna be the new age and kinda, I think it's been coming for about 10 years, but they're finally just switching. So, I think we've had our old ones for over 10, 15 years, maybe even more than that too, so.
It's a good question. The fact that they're digital, I mean, that's at least newer technology. So,
As far as I understand from the fire department, they're as up to date as they get. It's not like a second or third one down the line. I believe it's the leading technology out.
Any other discussion or not? Not? Any, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. How about the executive session for personnel?
I don't personally need one unless you think.
Would you like to?
It's totally the council's call.
It's entirely up to you.
I'll make a motion to go into executive session, SDCL 125-2 personnel.
I'll second that.
Okay. Motion has been made and seconded to go into executive session pursuant to SDCL 1-25-2, parent 1 personnel. Is there any discussion? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? 6:27. We're in executive session. I'll wait till that's running.
Fine.
6:48. Back in. And now, we need a legal update for Sam Nelson. We need a motion to move into executive session for that.
Is that agenda item 8?
Yes,
Okay,
it
thank you.
is.
Thank you.
I'll make a motion to move into executive session for legal updates
And
from
it's,
Sam.
and it's pursuant to SDCL 125-2, parent 3.
Get that, Lucas? 125-2, parent 3, legal.
Yep.
Okay, Lucas made the motion.
I'll second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Is there any discussion? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We're in executive session at 6:49 p.m.
Well, no, it doesn't swivel.
Seven p.m. Out of executive session. All right, we'll move on to item 10.
I did put a sample ballot in each of your packets, plus there's a sample ballot back on the table, so if you need, or if you want one for yourself, or you know of anyone that would like a sample ballot, to make it easier for them tomorrow, there's one available. Each of you will also need to fill out the payroll authorization form, so we can move forward on the direct deposit, because you do get a check from us considered payroll, so either you can give Abigail
Direct deposit.
Thank you.
a voided check, or you can fill out that form, which is basically your account number and the routing number and your name, so. And then at the end of our meeting tonight, I just would like a little help disassembling this room and getting it set up for tomorrow, when we get done. So, other than that, that's all I have for updates.
How about the warrants?
Abigail does have something though for B.
Oh, B,
Yes.
direct deposit.
Yes. Okay, so the one question that I have is we can either set it up so that either Pat or I submits the file for direct deposit, that's it, or we could have it that somebody submits it and then somebody else has to approve it before the payments are authorized. It's an option, it's not required. With Premier, we can distribute an unlimited number of tokens to people who are authorized. So it's not like it would be, you know, we have 2 people who are able to do it and that's it. It's up to you guys if you would prefer to have the authorization or if you would rather send it and be
And
done.
that could be digital.
Yes,
So let's say, I'm just using you as an example, president of the council. If I'm not available, tick, 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 tick.
yep, and you're just
Online.
saying, I authorize these payments, done, nothing else. It's all taken care of.
Basically be like a digital version of what we
Signing.
did
Yes.
earlier.
Yep, it is
That'd
not
be good.
required. It's up to you guys if you would prefer it to be done that way.
Well, there's nothing wrong with having a dual system. Now, I'm not saying it should be a dual system. There's nothing wrong with it.
I think as
What
far
do
as
you
being
want?
the city, we should probably have the secondary option. Since we're signing checks now, that's basically the version of signing the checks.
Right.
True.
And the only argument I could see going against it is nobody's available to authorize it, and then it sits and sits and sits and doesn't get
How many
It's still
not-
people could be set up?
unlimited.
And what day
Well,
is
so-
payroll done?
It would be done Monday. We would submit the file by noon to get it. I'd probably try to get it in by 11, so there's time for the authorization to be done. It has to be in by noon to be in people's accounts by Tuesday morning.
That's about the way it is now. 12,
Okay.
12:30, I
Right.
come in, sign.
At this point, I don't exactly know what that's going to look like. You know, I don't know if it just generates a single report that you look at.
Yeah, we're still waiting on
I
some
guess
people to give their.
I'll just say personally that I probably don't have the flexibility to be able to check at a certain time during the middle of the day to be available for that, so I just know that's not an option for myself.
Well, but there's a hierarchy,
Yeah.
so to speak.
Yeah.
I mean, so, I mean, not to say it wouldn't come to you. It's just like the government. If everybody dies, I mean, the governor of South Dakota is the president. I mean,
I think it's a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah, I do too. All right.
okay. Is that all there is about direct deposits?
I
Okay,
guess-
then we'll move on to warrants.
How soon do you need this? Tonight?
honestly, since you guys are just quarterly, it's not a big deal.
Okay.
January.
February 1st.
Yeah,
December.
by the next time we pay you,
December.
that would be great.
How about the October warrants? You all have seen them?
Oh, I'm still working on it.
All right.
Yeah,
well,
she
we
had a
can-
pile
We can
and a
wait.
half.
I mean,
No,
we can wait
that's-
till, I
I
mean,
think they look pretty much it's the community center.
oh. Well,
So I'll
let's,
make a motion to approve the October warrants. I don't have that many left.
I'll second that motion.
a motion's been made and seconded to approve the October warrants. Any discussion? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Operating agreements for liquor.
Yes.
So, obviously, one more bar, Alcester Golf Course, and Total Stop Food Store have a 2023 agreement. Is there any concerns, worries, or shall we move forward?
I'll motion to approve the 2023 liquor operating agreements for One More Bar, Alcester Golf Course, and Total Stop Food Store.
I'll second that.
Okay, motion's been made and seconded to approve the 2023 liquor operating agreements for One More Bar, Alcester Golf Course, and the Total Stop Food Store. Is there any discussion? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? New landfill hours. Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 3 to 5 p.m. Saturday, 8 to noon. And election day. Huh. Can you imagine what November 9th is gonna be like to watch TV and
Not have the ads.
just watch TV? Election day is November 8th. Polls open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Veterans Day. City Hall is closed November 11th. Library book discussion, November 14th, 6:30 p.m. City Council meeting will be the 21st at 6 p.m. and Thanksgiving. The City Hall will be closed the 24th and the 25th of November. And then, of course, the landfill actually closes on the 30th. As far as an HRC update goes, we're about to have a meeting. I cannot say it's definite, but it's supposed to be the middle of November. That's all I can say. 3 of the 4-plex units are sold. We're down to one, I guess, one of the Beck Drive lots. I shouldn't say that officially because the second to last one is still in limbo. I mean, there's been a purchase agreement, but it's not final. So we're nearly down to one.
Is the last one to the south sold?
Negative. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, the south. The great big one, right on the curve, the corner, that's the only one that's
Okay.
Left.
gonna be left. Okay. So, number 12, executive session if needed. Number 13, golf course / community center if needed.
I don't think we have anything there
Is that lighter thing fixed?
either. That's something I want to review with Sam. Yes, we got rid of the duct sensor, and now we put in a heat sensor. And so that should alleviate that issue. So,
Should.
it's, hasn't gone out for a week and a half, so that's a good.
That's a good sign. So are we getting down to the final thing then?
Yeah, I talked with Jim, the general contractor, last week, and asked him when he was coming down, so we do that final walkthrough, because technically the building got turned over to us in December, and he will be scheduling that, but I don't have a date for you yet.
So they fixed what they were supposed to?
The painters still need to come back after that,
Cracks.
sanding and stuff was done. And there are a few other, things that need to be addressed. I don't have that ceiling light yet in the event hall, so.
And air conditioning on the restaurant side, is that, I mean, I don't want summer to start again and then we don't have air conditioning again.
Correct, and that has been very well documented.
Yeah.
So, and at this point, we never had any problems in the winter. So the
When
heat
we
side
won't.
works
That's
great.
what I'm afraid of. When it comes
Yeah.
to May, then it's gonna be
Right,
hot.
so that is one of those things that will be addressed again. Haugens will come down and do an examination of all the units and do the flip over from AC to heat. I mean, we do have the heat on now, but they like to come and look at them and give them the once over when you switch seasons. So,
Well, without any other discussion about the golf course, community center, we're gonna move on to item 14.
I'll make a motion to adjourn council.
I'll second it.
Motion has been made and seconded to adjourn the council. Is there any discussion? Not? All in favor?
Aye.
7:13.
Yeah.
so Abigail, do you have a